No Man's Sky Origins just got a trailer and full patch notes, so let's go over everything this amazing looking update has to offer, like volcanoes, radically improved generation, new planets, binary star systems and so much more, in this NMS 3.0. So first of all, planetary generation. New planets have been created in most star systems. Planets can now generate much more varied terrain, including mountains 4 times larger than anything previously possible. That is insane. Terrain generation for existing planets has not been affected, and player bases have not been reset. This is very cool. It means that the dreaded and feared universe reset did not happen. They've found a new way to do it instead by just adding new planets to systems. This is very cool. Next for planetary visuals, which now look amazing. Planetary terrain rendering has been significantly improved. Planetary colour diversity has been significantly increased. Planetary lighting diversity has been significantly increased. Large numbers of new plants, rocks and other objects have been added to each planet type, over doubling the available diversity. In addition, scorched planets have a chance of becoming volcanically active. Yes folks, volcanoes. Lush planets also have a chance of becoming marshlands or swamps, which is friggin' awesome. They look so cool. Every planet has a small chance of becoming infested with bizarre alien growths. The infested planets, as far as aesthetics go, just look insane. So much better than before, it's unreal. This generation change has been done in such a way that no existing planet will have its fundamental type or hazard changed. Also very cool, so everyone's keeping their discoveries, for the most part, just things added on. PC players with planetary visual quality set to ultra will see grass and other decorative props rendered out to larger distances. Awesome. Streams are going to get so much more beautiful. A number of issues have been fixed that could cause patches of grass or other objects to pop out of existence when close to the player. Now for atmospheric visuals. The visual quality of cloud rendering has been significantly improved. Yes, cloud guy, you can shut up now. The pattern of clouds seen on a planet from space now matches the environmental conditions on the planet. During storms, cloud coverage now increases and darkens. Cloud coverage levels are now procedurally generated and vary from planet to planet. And cloud coverage levels now vary over time. So yeah, clouds hugely improved, they look friggin' amazing. Star system visuals. Additional stars have been added to the universe. Some systems now have binary stars. There's a rare chance for a system to have ternary stars. And judging from the trailer, these stars are not always the same class. In the trailer there was a yellow and a blue star, which I can only assume means that spectral class items like copper, cadmium, emerald, indium are now different, don't exist, or just work differently in general. There's so much to find out in this patch. Planetary Fauna. A large number of new, highly exotic creatures have been added to the universe. Some uncharted systems may contain planets that are populated by rare cybernetic life forms. Friggin' awesome. Dude, robots? Just randomly? Hells yeah. The diversity of insect and flying life has been increased. They've got like giant botflies and like dung beetles now and stuff. They look so cool. The behaviour and animation for flying creatures has been significantly improved. Now this seems as though they fly down now and they actually interact with things instead of just always just flying around high up. It looks way better. Flying and swimming creatures can now flock together. Awesome. Creature generation has been reset. However, previous creature discoveries are now noted in the extinct section of the discoveries page. New cooking products have been added reflecting the range of novel meats and other sustainably harvested ingredients made possible by the new creature types. You can count on the cooking list on Xaine's.com to be updated as soon as it possibly can be with all the new recipes and whatnot. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'll make some kind of announcement. Planetary Weather. New weather and other atmospheric events have been added. Planets may experience shooting stars and meteor showers. Distant meteor showers are beautiful, but it is advised to avoid standing at the impact site. Yes, we have meteor storms and showers, and you can see them going through the atmosphere, and you can even go to them and get hit, and it's cool. Very cool. Lightning may now strike during storms. Awesome. There is now a rare chance that tornadoes can form during a storm. Very cool. Some extreme temperature worlds may experience firestorms, where the very surface of the planet may erupt into flame. Yes, during firestorms, the ground can catch fire. It's freaking cool. Anomalous planets may now experience strange gravitational events. You can get spots where the gravity changes. That is so awesome. During storms, the exosuit can now take advantage of the extreme conditions. Superheated temperatures can be processed into improved jetpack efficiency. Freezing temperatures prevent mining beam overheating. High radioactivity increases mining yield. Dense toxic gases can be recirculated for additional stamina. That is awesome. Planetary Buildings. This is a literal big one. Previously empty planets now have a range of abandoned and/or ancient buildings. New colossal planetary archives have been added to the building generation. We saw one of these in the trailer and it looks friggin' massive, creepy, ominous and awesome. The archives contain the historical literary records of the Gek, Korvax and Viking. Archives are also home to a large number of NPCs and shops. Yes. Archives contain mapping stations that reveal the presence of nearby ancient ruins. Valuable ancient artifacts may be exchanged at the archive. The presented artifact will be swapped for a different item, and this cultural exchange will be rewarded with standing. Awesome. Sandworms. Some planets are now home to colossal worms. Watch your step. Very cool. Single note for that section. Love it. People have been waiting for sandworms for so long, and they finally brought them in, and they look amazing. And yeah, this is just fantastic. Traders. Trader ships now occasionally land on the planet's surface. These traders sell a range of exotic goods, including black market upgrade modules. I wonder what those are going to be. What difference will that be? Or can you just buy them for units or something? This is very cool. I'm getting excited. We'll find out soon. The scrap dealer found about space stations will now exchange Pugnium for rare or exotic contraband items. The user interface has been improved. The game's interface has had a total visual overhaul, including the boot flow, all in-game menus and screens, and the analysis visor. The space station and planetary-based teleport UI now match the interface used on the Space Anomaly, which essentially means that it basically looks like it does when used on the Space Anomaly. It just looks better, it's a bit more information and stuff, it's just good. The teleporter interface now more consistently shows screenshots of the target base. The teleporter interface now displays information about the system or planet being warped to, such as weather or system economy, which is great, because I often need to find a high economy one in my list and sometimes don't always know, or I've used to buy hue and such. The Discoveries page now displays more information about where to find creatures. For example, location information and active times of day are now listed. That is very cool and really good news for anyone who likes documenting fauna and so forth. The Discoveries page now allows filtering of star systems based on inhabitants or solar class. Also super useful. Systems may now be hidden from the list of discovered systems. I wonder what that means, whether it's just if you can choose to just not see it if you don't want to. Or something else. I assume it's that. The Discoveries page system planet view now displays more accurate information about player bases. That is fantastic. Hopefully it actually shows a waypoint on the 3D planet of where the player base is. That would be really cool. A local information guide has been added to the mission log. This guide displays detailed information about your current planet or star system, as well as tracking the progress of your discoveries. Planetary base markers now display the name of the base. Deleting a base from the base computer now has a warning element to help prevent accidental deletion. Well, that's good. A number of places in which the UI did not respect disabling press and hold have been fixed. Fixed a number of visual issues with the display of information on the galaxy map. The number of items in an inventory stack is now displayed in the pop-up header. That's really useful. I've been wanting that for a bit. A depth readout has been added to the player HUD when underwater. That is awesome. That's very cool. That's just like an extra little touch, just really cool. I like it. Photo mode. New photo mode filters have been added. Photo mode controls over fog and cloud density have been fixed and improved. Photo mode controls over vignettes have been fixed. Photo mode control over FOV has been fixed and improved. Photo mode control of depth of field has been improved, with separate controls for local depth and distance. That's really good, because the depth of field was one of those things where it was like, it was really nice, but it often didn't work like you wanted it to, so this is really cool. Photo mode now captures stormy conditions accurately. Awesome. Photo missions and the mission board now offer more assistance in locating an appropriate planet to take a photo. Crafting and items. A number of lesser used crafting products have been removed from the game. I'll be very interested to see what those are, because the Stasis Device Mega Guide may now not be so useful, dang it. A smaller number of new crafting products have been added to replace them. A number of specialist survival products have been reduced. The stack size for the remaining survival products has been increased. The stack size for glass has been increased. That is very useful, thank you. A range of new buried items have been added to planets. These can be found and processed to reveal a range of exotic and interesting new items. Awesome, new stuff, always cool. Fixed a number of issues with items being in the wrong place in the catalogue. MultiTool Upgrades. Multi-tools can now be upgraded at the MultiTool Technology Merchant aboard most space stations. Oh yes. New inventory slots can be added, up to a maximum size for the current class. These slots cost a large number of units. Multi-tool class can also be upgraded for a significant amount of nanites. Multi-tool expansion slots allow the addition of an inventory slot for free. Find these upgrade circuits while exploring planets. Awesome. Very cool. Portal interference. Portal interference for conventional portals has been removed. Players may explore freely. After going through a portal, the return portal will remain active until you leave the planet. Your previous system is added to the list of available destinations at the space station teleporter. There's a huge list of other fixes, but I'll just go through ones of particular note. So the first one is that trading economies have been rebalanced so that the economy will be less affected by the mass selling of non-specialist items. So this essentially means that you won't be able to flood the market with like cobalt and stuff and then buy it back and then just keep doing that, because you just won't be able to make a whole lot of money that way anymore, which is quite cool because that was clearly an exploit. Player freighters now supply power automatically to all base parts placed aboard them. So that's cool, because before, like, you had these spots so it was conductive, and if you had 4 freighter rooms, the center part of that, where the 4 corners of those rooms meet, was the dead spot. So if you placed hydrogen trays in such a way that the center of that tray, where the anchor point that conducts power is, would be over those corners, it would not power it. You'd have to use like pill lights or something to bridge the power over. But yeah, they fixed that, so that's pretty cool. Okay, this one is really interesting. Added diminishing returns to resource extractors, so that after building a large number of extractors in one place, the amount extracted by each new extractor is slightly less. This is a really interesting way of tackling the whole mega farm thing, because it kind of was a bit ridiculous and against the general. It kind of made it too easy and not fun to just build a activated indium mega farm and then just, you know, gather and sell just whenever. It took no extra effort, and it was just super. It just took that unit out of the game, the actual requirement to earn them properly. So yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. That's going to annoy a lot of people though, I can see for sure. Though I'd also say that the people it would probably annoy would mostly be people who would max out on units and then just be bored with the game and leave anyway. So I think overall this is a good change for the community. Here's another interesting one. Fixed an issue that prevented some abandoned starships from being claimed, even though there was no NPC with them. So does this mean that we can now swap ships properly? More easy, like, so basically just like abandon a starship and then someone else can pick it up? Because that's pretty freaking cool if so. Another really cool one fixed an issue that caused the flora and fauna description of a planet to be incorrect. Examples saying there were abundant fauna when there were not. So that's really cool, because it was quite annoying, because we kind of have to rely on those to a certain extent when exploring to find cool planets with lots of both. So awesome. And that, good people, is your lot. The only thing I haven't gone over fully in this video is the other fixes. I've just gone through those and picked out the couple that were particularly interesting. If you did want to see the rest of those, it is a list of about 50 or so you might be glad that I did skip the majority of them. You can find the link to these patch notes in the pinned comment below, as well as the trailer and such. This is a really cool update. I can't wait to play it. I'll probably go live later. Subscribe for more on this update. I'll be covering it heavily. So yeah, if you want to learn about it, then subscribe and make sure to ring the bell so that you definitely get notifications when I put crazy guides and stuff out. If you want to help support the channel, I've got a Teespring store. I've just released 3 new designs for the teams: Team Gek, Team Viking and Team Korvax. Show your support for the particular race you prefer in No Man's Sky with a flashy, cool design. Also, I've just completely reworked the Patreon and YouTube memberships, so if you're interested in that, you can find that down below via the join button for YouTube memberships, and the Patreon link is also in the pinned comment. So check it out, get videos early, vote on guides that you want to see, and more. So yeah, check it out folks. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day. This is a really cool update. I can't wait to play it.